Hi, I'm Suchin and I'm the Hollywood Reporter, India's resident reviewer for all things streaming shows. Let's kick off, shall we? I have mostly fond memories of the first season of Disney Hotstar's breakout hit, Taaza Khabar. I liked that the Bhuvan Bam led series was essentially a larger-than-life masala movie told over 6 breezy episodes. I liked that it had all the core beats of an underdog gangster story with a magical twist. I enjoyed watching the rocking star Yashification of Bhuvan Bam, who I find immensely watchable. I enjoyed the show's simplicity and straightforwardness, a rags to riches greed story that was conventional and comfortable. But above all, more than the journey of his character Vasya, I was taken by the rise and rise of Bhuvan Bam narrative. It's hard not to root for him. One of the country's leading digital entertainers wanting to take the leap to show business usually means being cast as the quirky best friend in a flashy dharma rom-com. But Bhuvan refused to conform to convention and aspired to more, deciding to take things into his own hands and forge his own path. In 2021, he made his first narrative series for his own YouTube channel, which resulted in the ludicrous slapstick smash hit Dhindora. It was only a matter of time then before a leading platform looked to capitalize on the creator and jump on the buzzing Bhuvan bandwagon, leading to the popular 2023 Disney Hotstar series Taaza Khabar, which he starred in and produced. An unapologetic star vehicle if ever there was one, Taaza Khabar was a showcase of Bhuvan as a performer, to prove that he can bring the attitude and swag, muster emotion and make us laugh. He even got a few slow motion action scenes thrown in. And now, Vasya, aka Mumbai ka King, Vadala ka Wolf, Thane ka Tiger, Chembur ka Cheetah is back. Last season gave us his origin story. A manager at a public toilet in Mumbai who's only ever dreamt of making the big bucks and wanting a better life for his loved ones. His prayers are answered when he realizes he has the ability to get breaking news alerts on his phone about key events before they happen, which he uses to get massively rich, primarily through sports betting. Of course, the power and wealth got to his head. If last season was the fantastical, unreal rags to riches rise, this chapter brings Vasya back down to nothing. His loved ones hate him, he's lost all his wealth, and he owes money to all the wrong people while he scrambles to get back on top. But with this sophomore season, creators Hussain Abbas and Aziz Dalal seem to have lost sight of the show's strengths and appeal and everything that made it fun in the first place. Forget going deeper or wider or evolving, season 2 even struggles to offer more of the same. There's very little that actually works here. As we see right from the opening episode, this second chapter is ambitious, scattered, convoluted and repetitive. Take the head-scratching structure, for example. A key character is shot in the opening scene in what feels like it should have been the cliffhanger ending of last season. This time we also get cold opens with each episode, which are little more than random flashbacks that add nothing to anything. The simple, accessible, linear storytelling that once was is now full of frustrating jumps back and forth in time, which merely fracture the narrative. Then there's the big bad this time around. The plot revolves around ruthless businessman Yusuf Akhtar, played by Jaaved Jaaferi, who Vasya owes a shit ton of money to. Yusuf should, in theory, inject fresh energy into the proceedings and elevate the stakes. But he's a lethargic, forgettable, one-note villain who borders on so bad it's good territory. Between Yusuf's tiring, tedious threats and ultimatums to Vasya and his family, we get a stagnant narrative that seems to be going in circles. Vasya has hurt everyone around him. Vasya tries to make it up to them. A desperate Vasya sucks them into his dangerous get-rich-quick schemes again to repay his debts and rise above a life of poverty, not giving a damn who gets hurt in the process. But also he's large-hearted and sometimes want to help others. Vasya has hurt everyone around him. Vasya tries to make it up to them, rinse and repeat. What the show is trying to do, I think, is present a morally complex character study of a desperate man with his back against the wall and how far he's willing to go to provide for himself and his family. It's also an examination of how money corrupts and that those born into wealth can do whatever the hell they want without consequence, I think. But the messaging merely comes across as heavy-handed and contrived. I miss the swag of last season, but here, those masala elements seem to have been sidelined in favor of shrill, manipulative melodrama about majboori. It's also not exactly a good-looking show. I can't quite put my finger on it, but somewhere between the cinematography and color correction, this show looks shabby and certainly not what you'd hope the second season of a hit series on a major streamer would look like. As Vasya, a show carrying Bhuvan continues to be engaging to watch with his industrial-sized attitude. And he's also surrounded by very talented actors. Shriya Pilgaonkar, Devin Bojani, Prathamesh Parab, and Shilpa Shukla. But that just isn't enough when the writing is both everywhere and nowhere. These are characters who are all just there. Season 2 of Taaza Khabar isn't a bumpy ride as much as it is a blurry emotional roller coaster that finds the unfortunate sweet spot between everything and nothing happening at the same time. If the first season was a movie star launch project, this new chapter feels like a forgettable star vehicle that's made merely to feed the fans. A star trying to renew, reassert, and rely on their stardom rather than remind us why it exists in the first place. You can watch Taaza Khabar Season 2 on Disney Hotstar.